Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you guys are new here, my name is JJ, and on today's video, I got a good one, guys. You guys like making money, you like turning small dollars into big dollars. Well, good, I'm glad you clicked on today's video because that's exactly what we're talking about, guys. I'm laying everything out on the line in today's video. I'm literally going to show you step by step how you can grow just starting with $100 into $1 million, and it's going to be super easy. Now, to be honest, guys, this is a video that I'm hoping a lot of my newer investors are watching. I hope a lot of you newer investors who have subscribed to the channel over the past few months or so, I'm hoping you guys click on this video because this is something that I learned luckily pretty early on when I was starting my journey in investing and really figuring out about how this all works and how this comes together. And I'll be honest with you, my mind was blown. My mind was blown because I was never really taught this in school. I never really knew about it, and I never really knew exactly how investing worked. But there's another word, another two words, I should say, but there's another two words that kind of go with investing that a lot of people need to know about, and that is compound interest. Compound interest is known as the eighth wonder of the world because it is truly incredible what can happen whenever you invest your money on a monthly, annual, weekly, however often you want to basis, and just sit it, let it grow, and let it do its work. So the reason I say I want my newer investors to really watch and understand this video is for a couple reasons. The main reasons being that I know whenever you first get into the market, you're looking for that high flyer stock. You're looking for that quick money. You want the quick cash. Trust me, I do too. Like, quick cash is nice. It's always good when you get a quick win because it was easy. But where the power really lies, guys, is the long-term investing. The set it and forget it. There are so many people out there that are known as your next door millionaires because they followed this exact protocol. They followed this exact line of steps I'm about to lay out for you in this video, and they have become successful by doing this. So it's a proven system. You know, I've always been a big fan of this saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And there are literally thousands, millions of people who are doing this and becoming successful over time. So I want to lay this out for you guys. Now, first, I do want to say, if you guys are interested in getting 2 free stocks, I do have a link down below in the description where you can click that link, sign up for Webull, fund your account with $100 or more, and then you will get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850. Guys, it's literally free money. Why would you not do it? You can sign up for the account, sell the stocks, and then pull that money out, and it's free money for you to use. Okay, so I want to make this quick and easy for you guys. So the first step to turning $100 into $1 million is by opening an account. And this could be an account that you can invest inside. So a 401k at your company you work for. This could be an IRA or a Roth IRA you open up yourself at Vanguard or Fidelity or M1 Finance. I have a link down below where you can sign up for M1 Finance and open up an IRA today. This could also be a taxable brokerage account, something like Robinhood, like Public, like Webull, Fidelity, Vanguard, all of these brokerages you can open up a taxable brokerages with, and I have a link down below for all of those as well if you guys are interested in doing that. So that's step number 1, is opening a brokerage. Once you do that, then you can move on to step number 2. Step number 2 is where you actually invest the money. You're going to buy something within these accounts. Guys, I've heard so many times people talking about they put money into a Roth IRA, they've put money into a brokerage account, they put money into their 401k, but once the money sits in the account, you have to do something with it. See, it's just a vehicle that you can buy assets inside of. It's an account that you buy assets inside of. So once you put the money in the account, then you have to take the next step and buy something with that money inside that account. So let's say you open up a Roth IRA and you fund your first $100 inside your Roth IRA. The next thing is to be, okay, well, what do I want to buy? What's something that I can buy that I know is going to give me a decent amount of return? I don't have to worry about it too much. I'm not looking at it every single day, worrying about if it's up or down. And guys, I am a big fan of index funds and ETFs. And to further that even a little more, my favorite index fund and ETF of all time is known as VTI or VTSAX. So the ETF version, which kind of trades like a stock, that is known as VTI. And then the index version, which the difference between that and an ETF is the index fund version you actually purchase at the end of the day. You can't buy or sell it during the day as the stock market is open. So like I said, my personal favorite is VTI or VTSAX. They are both the same thing, just one's an index fund being VTSAX, the other is VTI being that ETF. And again, those are my favorite, but there are many different ETFs and index funds out there for you to choose. VOO is another popular one. So VTI, what that does is that tracks the total stock market. When you buy in to VTI, you're buying into literally over 3,000 different companies. Now, your money gets spread differently throughout those companies, but when you buy one share of VTI, you're buying technically a little over 3,300 shares of different stocks. So you are well diversified and you are tracking the total stock market. Now, if you buy something like VOO, you're tracking the S&P 500, the 500 largest companies in the stock market. So that is kind of how those index funds and ETFs work. Okay, so step one was to open an account. Step two was to pick an index fund or ETF. We're going to go with assuming VTI because that's my favorite. I'm a VTI fanboy. And then the third step is I want you to let's start off with the $100. Let's start off with the $100 example. What I have shown here is actually a compound interest calculator. Compound interest is what I mentioned earlier in the video. Compound interest is how your money grows, guys. This is what happens when you invest your money and let it grow over time. So I'm going to do a couple different scenarios here to show you the power of compound interest and the power of investing and starting early. So let's assume you're 20 years old watching this video, you're newly in the stock market, you got in the past year because it's been absolutely insane, and you only have about $100 that you can invest in, some sort of an account every single month. So we're gonna put in this current principal. So we're gonna pretend you have nothing to your name right now. So for the current principal, we'll put $0, right? So current principal is $0. Now for the annual addition, we're going to assume that you put in $100 every single month. And if you can't afford $100 right now, just watch for the example and try to work up to that or make it a goal. But let's say you go to an annual addition of $100 a month, which would equal $1,200 annually, because $100 times 12 is $1,200. Easy math. Let's go, people. Now, for years to grow, I'm going to assume the typical retirement age is 65 years old. And if you are a 20-year-old right now, that's 45 years until you hit 65. So we're going to put 45 years in here to grow. And then for the interest rate, historically, the stock market has averaged between 6 to 8%. I'm going to go a little bit on the higher end here just to get the point across. So right now what we're doing is we're starting from nothing. You're 20 years old, you have nothing to your name. And this is also a great point here. This is noting is that you are never increasing the amount every single month. You are strictly only investing $100 every single month. Now, it's easy to assume that you will most likely be able to afford to invest more than just $100 as you get older. But again, this is just for the example to show the power of investing. So I'm going to hit calculate here. So the future value of this at your retirement age of 65 would be a little over $500,000. So what I want to do now is I want to actually double that. So I want to double instead of $1,200. Let's say you can afford $200 a month and you act like it's a bill. Every single month, you put that $200 into your account and you invest it into VTI or some sort of index fund like that. So I got $2,400 in here because 200 times 12 is $2,400. I'm going to click calculate, and then boom. You have yourself a little over $1 million by the time you hit retirement, and you, my friend, are a millionaire. That is how this works, guys. It is incredible what can happen with the power of compound interest. So the moral of this story is, 1, get started early as you can. If you're a little later in life, that's totally fine. You can do catch up. Instead of putting $100 in a month, try to put $300, $400, $1,000. If you can afford $2,000, you can think about how much faster all of this can grow. And the faster you can do it, the better off you're going to be. Now, guys, I wanted to show you this because a lot of people may not fully understand how easy this really is. Open an account, pick an index fund or an ETF, let's say VTI, put $100 to $200 in every single month. If you put the $200 in every single month for 45 years, you, my friend, will be a millionaire. I'm going to end it on that one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, got value out of it, hit that like button because it really does help out the channel. And until the next video, you all take care.